Greetings, commanders, and glory to mankind. We are here in the Raijin area while we are fighting a Clops that interdicted us on our way to a combat zone. It's glad to have you here. It's glad to have Aaron also among our YouTube moderators, since he has those permissions. Use those powers with great responsibility. Hi Klaus, how Hibiki, good to see you there. And while I was saying hello, I agitated the swarm. I probably should kind of splash this Clops if I kind of get a chance. Let's see if I can get a chance. No, I didn't. Oh well. This is, by the way, a weird version of Cytochali, because it's a Cytochali with shards. Which is usually not how a Cytochali flies, because a Cytochali usually flies with Gauss. But you can configure it this way if you want. This is just with one Cyto because I need the 2 small beams for cooling in this particular ship. Alright, let's take this Clops down and switch to chatting. Alright, so this is like the final one, I think. Oh, it panic shielded. Interesting. That was a fast panic shield, if I saw one. Thank you, Mia. Oh, I killed it. I was not even paying attention. Good. Let's do some repairs while this thing explodes. Since we got a little bit swarmed out there. So this is a chill stream, so we're not doing anything too particularly crazy. Like, I'm probably gonna go around and just destroy things in the general area of operations around Titan Raijin, which makes me wonder, where should I go next since I got a Clops here? We might hop over to B32 as the next system of operations. Except if that's a Clops, I might splash this Clops first. It's hard to say because I don't have a scanner, as I'm privileged. I think it's a Clops. It looks a color of a Clops. Let's get our Pips and Sys. We can dodge the pulse and reactivate our weapons so we can actually use them. That looks like a Clops to me. Let's splash it. Hey, Single Melt Scotty. Hey, Dave. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Schindler's Fist. Welcome, everyone. Alright. No, I don't have premium ammo, so I don't think I can necessarily splash this Clops with a single volley, but I'll try. See if I can do it. I certainly cannot do it, though, if, like, I actually panic shielded it, because, like, it went past me. After we take this down, we'll jump to the next system. Which I think I thought I had punched in, but I don't think I actually have. Oh, I have my Cyto disabled because it was repairing. So let's turn it back online. This is not Chieftain. Oh, the chicken. Overcooking the chicken. I see, I see. I thought you said Chieftain. No, this is a Challenger that I'm flying. Which is actually a ship I have a particular love for. Which might also be the next. Oh, I'm gonna shield. Panic shield this down. Let's get a sink. And let's get an exert. And this time we'll do it the slow way. Now we're gonna get the yellow Goid chase, so we're gonna skid out of this direction. Before we're gonna try and do a quick pass back at it. Oh, it's kind of gotten really hard after update 17 with the updates and aggro, kind of like, but I kind of managed to do it somehow there. That was not too bad of like a flyby. The V886 Centauri will be an intervention by FDev, where we all park our ships around the station and discuss our feelings about being. Yeah, maybe that's what it'll be. Like, We certainly got our attention by moving all the Megaships to that system, which is not something they commonly do, so we are paying attention. In fact, I think the system is already fully parked as far as carriers are concerned. I tried to get my carrier in there earlier, but it was completely fully stocked already, so that wasn't an option. Alright. Now we should be able to kind of splash the Clops. Well, it goes to rearm. Probably not the ideal time to do this, but let's see. Get a decent angle on it. Alright, I think we got a decent angle on it. Let's hit it. No, we did not manage to splash it, which means it's gonna panic shield again. Which means we're gonna now ram it, because we don't want to wait for that shield to go down, like normal human beings. And instead hit it like this. And now since it's sliding in the air, it'll kind of probably be slow. I might be able to take it down like this. See. Well, we got another exert. We might go for another round while we're at it. We're gonna get caustic missiles at us, but that's okay. We're out of heat sinks. We're kind of cooking our ship right now, but it's fine. Alright. We probably should cool off a little bit, but let's repair our canopy. We still have one repair limpets, which is great. We can get it to attach, but no, we couldn't get it to attach. Alright, everything's damaged. Almost all my weapons is damaged, so I'm probably gonna need to skedaddle out of here soon. I am cheap, so I didn't want to synthesize heat sinks. And my beam lasers are damaged, so I can't cool off with the beams. Alright, this is time to kind of head out. And I got shut in because like my shut-in fuel neutralizer is also damaged. Alright, well, we're gonna be going for repairs after we kind of come back online. You entered a noise system, which is not far away. Yeah, so a lot of forces are converging the V886 Centauri because like there's expectations that something's gonna go down over there, but without knowing what it is, like I personally haven't relocated my carrier there, and instead of being hanging out over here in the theater of operations around Rage Inn. Alright, let's skedaddle. If we even can skedaddle, because like my FSD and everything's broken probably beyond belief. Or should we kill this thing? I think we might want to kill this thing instead. Do we have weapons still functional? Damage. Well, we got 1 shot functional, 2 shot functional. Well, maybe we can do it. Let's see if we can repair them to a point where they are functional. Our FMU still functional? Yeah, it's functional. This is probably not gonna work, but let's try it. We're gonna do it in silent running because we're not sending heat sinks, so we don't want to get hit. We'll spike our heat to crazy levels, but it's gonna be fine. Alright. There we go. Victory! Yeah, running from a Clops would have been too lame and sad. Alright, now where is our carrier? Down over there, jumping to the right system. I mean, I could actually fast travel and hop out, but it's fine. I think everything is ready to jump. I think we lost also our live support, but we got plenty of time to get back. Yeah, but Charlie can do fine also as a pirate ship, but as a pirate ship, it kind of tends to be on the slower side. Like, for pirating, I would imagine that you want a kind of faster ship like Mamba, or even a Chieftain is faster than a Charlie for pirating. It's probably a better ship. Whether there's no clue about what is going on, well, I mean, Tanner in one of the recent Galnets has warned about a Thargoid counterattack or incursion or something along those lines. So the presumption is that Goids are coming for us, much like they had the surge out of, which Titan was it? Like 1 or 2 Titans ago, there was like some 40 alerts that were thrown in random systems. So the assumption is that's going to be something similar to that. But there's no factual information in that regard. There's a couple of Galnet articles that have been sort of teasing a bunch of like developments. Like there's the Thargoid counterattacks, which is what the V886 pattern is about. At least that's the belief. And then there's the where is it? I think there was this system I was talking about, like essentially gathering Titan materials from Titan graveyards. Although they didn't actually launch that CG. My expectation was that they actually did launch a CG that encouraged going and gathering materials from Titan graveyards, but for whatever reason they didn't do that. Yes, it was Oya. Thank you, Alex. That's right. You're saying Challenger can catch up to a cutter? Really? That must be a slow cutter, because cutters tend to be pretty fast. So I think my cut breaks 500 if I'm not mistaken, which the Charlie kind of struggles to a degree to reach. So, but hey, I have 0 experience in pirates. So. V886 is a home system of Aegis. Really? I actually didn't know that. I thought, by the way, that the capital ship of the Aegis initially was the Orunmila, but was it in V886 Centauri? Is that? Well, maybe I'm getting confused. But then, kind of curious to check out the 86 Centauri in game and see like what actually is jumping there. I'll do that after I dock. By the way, not a lot of people know you can actually synthesize oxygen if you ever have your canopy smashed or your life support broken, like in this case. But it does take a minute, almost like 60 seconds to do that. So if you choose to do that, you got to make sure that you do so before your oxygen is entirely depleted. Yeah, could be Duamta. I think actually you're right. It is Duamta where the Orunmila is based. That's what I was thinking I was to Aegis HQ, but Hibiki is saying that it's in the 86, and I trust their word for it. I don't personally know. I thought it was Duamta, but I might be wrong. Probably wrong, actually. Alright, so we are repaired. Trying to think if I want to swap to Gauss with this ship. Well, I kind of went down in the docking bay. I might swap to something else. Might put some plasma charges on this while I'm at it, and actually switch to a proper side of Charlie configuration with a large beam. It's fine. It'll be fine for CGs. It's not gonna be fine for things in general. And in general, like if you're gonna use a modified plasma charger setup, the Challenger is not the best platform for it because it only has a class 6 power distributor. The crate is just a much better option, but why not? Matter of fact, though, I think all my NPCs are on the Conda, so I might not even be able to do it. I might have to stick on the shards, because I think I have all 6 of them on the Conda. Like these plasma chargers, but these are AGF plasma chargers, so yeah, no. All my plasma chargers are. I could go with a Gauss. I could go with a Gauss version, but Antiques in our combat zones. I take out the crate with the Azimov multi-cannons. That's great for scouts, but it's not so great for interceptors. Now let's stick with mod shards. Let's go back to our mod chart setup here. Let's swap back this third mod chart. And go back with that. Oh, so we were right, Ibiki. It is Duanta. Memory served us right. Former HQs in Delphi when they were kind of all focused on the Pleiades. I remember that. That was a long time ago. Delphi to this day remains a very messy system from a player managed faction standpoint, and like it's like home to like 4 different factions. It's like a very crowded, very messy system to control. Probably the messiest system I know of. Definitely the messiest in the Pleiades, but could be the messiest overall. So let's see, where are we going next? Let's go to B32 and see if we can head to a combat zone there. Well, let's check out V886 Centauri and see like if the ships have jumped there or what is going on. Again, it's a crowded system. There's carriers that kind of occupy all 16 slots. In some cases, 17 apparently. Tanner City. I don't see the Megaships yet, though. So I'm not sure when they're supposed to jump. Or when their jump is scheduled. But again, we're heading to our neighboring system down here. Is that 1 or 2 jumps? That's annoying. Let's see if there's like one that is like just 1 jump away. So the other be free too. Yeah, this one's close. Let's go to this one. These shard cannons are salvation shard cannons. They're what we call mod shards. The Chelly can mount 4 like I have right now, but it's a bit of a stretch for a Challenger, to be honest. Challenger tends to do a bit better with 3 of them. It can get very, very toasty using 4. Not to a point that it's not fungible, or functional rather, but those medium intensity combat zones. Let's head to one of these very close by. And just 4 light seconds away. Yeah, usually they jump at the server downtime, so Thursday, Barks Day as we call it. And it'll be interesting to see what follows. Since I don't think they're just gonna jump the carriers and say, hey, we just jumped in anticipation of some stuff that we didn't know was happening. Presumption is that it's gonna be something announced Thursday. All right, let's pick up the mission. All right. Things are good. 2 regenerators out here. Alright. It's always a question mark if you want to prioritize regenerators or focus on Berserkers first, because like Berserkers means everything does more damage. Regenerators means everything survives longer, so they're both kind of priority targets and on the list of scout targets. Mod shards are not the best weapon against scouts, but they do fine. Boom. That one is regenerating, so like, let's see if I can get the regenerator out there first. Oh well, it kind of defeats the point to a degree. Well, I didn't get it, but my NPC friends did. Did everyone apply the Guardian tag to their weapons so that they don't get melted by a pulse? Well, for one, pulses don't actually melt them. It is the anti-Guardian field effect that does, which is present in certain systems, like systems where Titans are and HP 22460. It also is something that can be generated when an Orpheus goes into defense mode and when glaives appear on field. But otherwise, you just a shutdown field that the traditional interceptors fire will not melt your Guardian weapons. Also, modified weapons like the one that I'm rocking right now, that show as long range, in this case for the shards, cannot be engineered for the anti-Guardian field effect because they show up as pre-engineered. So it's a basilisk, I think. Oof, kind of rocked me away. Yeah, it is basilisk. Exert. Part 1 is down. And we are skedaddling away. Basilisks are the fastest variant of an interceptor. They can reach 530 meters per second in terms of velocity, whereas all the other interceptors fly up to 450 instead. So they're 80 meters per second faster than all other interceptor variants. All right, these guys got the they got the exert really already. There you go. We got him. I didn't see what the other variant was. That looks like a Clops in the background. Now I'm using my Saito in addition to my beams, which results in the shield blowing down even faster. Saitos are only good against shields, obviously, but they are, I think, probably the best energy. I mean, if you exclude like multi-cannons and the like, which obviously have ammo problems, but if you exclude those, they are the best energy to distro, so distro to damage efficient weapons in the game. The third heart down, the Basilisk has 5, so there's 2 more to go. And this one being the boom, caustic missiles, but we have caustic sink launchers because we obviously are coming to. Ooh. Wow, ouch, these hurt. Took a bit of a beating there. I think a shield is about to drop. Should be just based on the damage the NPCs were doing. Plus I like the effect of the Saitos. Like, it looks cool. You can see the shield like just, alright, there we go. This is the last heart, so if I don't pull up quickly, we'll fire its shutdown. Oh, it targeted someone else, so it's firing it anyway. Putting pips in this, and I'm firing my defense, which I managed to trigger in time, so everything's good. Applied assist on, because I don't want to get too far. And let's get on its tail while dodging the caustic missiles that it fired. And switching best to fly assist off. Yeah, Tanner's wanted the Musashi for a long time. I have to say, Tanner is also one of the most fully written characters I can think of. Like, the way he talks, like, in his conversation with Subject 2 make him feel like anything but an admiral, to be honest. Like, shield down. The last heart, right? So we'll keep firing after this heart is destroyed, since we might be able to finish it off. Alright, let's go. You note that I've been using trailing shards. I find that firing with trailing shards is just much easier. We got him. Fazzy down. Take a moment to like pop a repair limpet while we move over to the next interceptor. And also repair our modular reinforcement package. Well, that stupid Cyclops swarm just tapped me. Oh, it was the Basilisk swarm that tapped me. Right, something tapped me, so it killed my repair limpet. Now, where did the Clops go? Someone's shooting that. That's a scout, though. And MRP is repairing. Can you explain to me why fixed beam with thermal vent? I'm using gimbaled and on one ship fixed. Somebody told me that gimbaled one are better because they have better thermal venting, but I don't know if it's true. Yes, it is true. Gimbaled beams, so the way thermal vent works is it basically inverts the thermal load of a weapon. So the higher the thermal load of a weapon, the more it cools. And gimbaled variants of weapons have the highest thermal load. So for whatever given weapon variant, gimbaled ones will be the ones that generate the most heat. Because thermal vent inverts that, using thermal vent on a gimbaled one will result in the best cooling if you're using that weapon primarily for cooling purposes. In this case, in my case, I have two of them, so I have plenty cooling. I don't need more than that for cooling. And I like being able to use the fixed beam to hit scouts from a distance and to shoot down missiles. So I also prefer the fact that fixed beams tend to do more damage than their gimbaled counterparts. So I'm using fixed. But the difference is not huge, honestly. So if you want to use gimbal, use gimbal. Like, that's totally fine. Alright, I think repair MRPs are weapon generally in combat shape. There's plenty of scouts out here, so I should probably take some of those out. Because, like, scouts are annoying. Like, individually they're very weak, but if you have a lot of them, they can hurt. Especially if there's a berserker around and they start kind of doing their nasty, I'm gonna really hurt you bad kind of thing. Hey, Commander Lemming, welcome to the stream. And thank you for being my first supporter of my only tier of subscription, which is to support my channel, and which gives you access to exactly 0 benefits except the knowledge of supporting a small content creator that, again, will never kind of do anything other than elite streams, as it turns out. Alright, let's cool off. Oof, gonna get zapped. And I'm gonna get missile, and this is gonna hurt. Okay. And it triggered my shot kill neutralizer. Oof, this is like a painful. The heart is out, so let's. Ooh, my thrusters. Got my thrusters. Ooh, this is really annoying. Alright, got thrusters back. And obviously went the opposite direction where I was at. Alright, let's take it down. Gotta get some energy in the system, so if we ever need to defend from a pulse, we are able to do it. I was too hot, so it detected me, and so it's firing caustic missiles. See, this is one of the reasons why using fixed beams is good. Boom! See? You can snipe missiles with fixed beams. You can't do that with gimbals. The actual situational benefit of doing that is very little, but it's fun. I like it. So, yes, I'm using a Cyto Scrambler. I actually think 3 of them on Charlie are too many. They'll just murder your distro. Like, 2 already are a lot. Putting a 3rd one on there is like, you gotta hate the distributor of your ship. Alright. Let's see if I can kill it. No, I can't. Out of ammo. Let's see if I can dodge those missiles. Not really. I did dodge the shutdown field though, so at least there's that. be able to kill it. Ooh, no. How did it shield that quick? The hell? Maybe got panic shielded by one of the NPCs? Because there's no way, otherwise it would have shielded that fast. Lost the shield already. Alright, so it's going down. And down it went. Now is a good time to put another repair limpet on and to repair our MRP, which is again severely blasted and taking enough damage that we should repair our weapons as well, because they're going to start malfunctioning since they're below 80% now. There's another interceptor down there. Can't immediately visually tell. It's a Clops. It's also Clops. I mean, even in a wing fighter challenger, I find, I mean, look, you do you. If you like flying with 3 cycle scramblers, then you should. Personally, I tried virus configuration, and my personal preference is to use no more than 2 on the Charlie. 3, I find just drain my distro way too fast. I kind of have a hard time kind of like managing it that way. Let's cool off here. We might be able to like take the heart without using heat sinks, which I'm starting to run short. So I think that would be desirable if we can do it. Had to re-exert though. So kind of overheated a little, but just not too much, which is fine. Taking it down like without using heat sinks is nice. There's misses from the swarm, which means we skid out to the right, which should allow us to dodge them, while also dodging the yellow void chase and keeping our limpet on, which is nice, nice, nice. Alright, good. Let's try and kind of go away from the caustic cloud of the Clops who just splashed over there, so I'm going to change my direction and go this way instead. It is a great sound. I mean, in general, sound design of Elite is really kind of its highest point. I think we can all agree. What was I doing? I was repairing my MRP. That's being repaired. Let me repair this weapon at least to 80. Alright, we're good. Let's cool off so we can. Oops, wrong button. Wrong fire group move. Cooling off. Drifting out of range. This is when you tap flight assist on. It actually will quickly kind of like get you back in range. Alright, we're now in a good position to fire. Except we don't have distributor and weapons, so we can't fight. Never mind that, scratch that. Alright, let's cool off again. Now we have this joint weapon, and we can fire, but it's going to rearm, so we don't have a shot. This is annoying. Alright, now we're good, finally. Let's see if we can take it down. Nope, we couldn't. It's probably gonna be too hot, and it's gonna detect me because I'm not being able to cool off in time to avoid like it firing caustic missiles. But we're in range to kind of like blast its shield down with my beam and Saito, so we got that going. You can actually make missiles hit the Cyclops itself too if you kind of like fly better than I just did. Or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. I managed to get it to hit the Clops. That's one of those kind of funky maneuvers. Alright, shield is down, and it just switched targets, so it's great. This time we should be able to cool off, and so that we don't get blasted. But nope, somebody else was detected, so Paul's defense now. And we cleared that one, which is good. You can see from the overlay when I tap. By the way, they miss. Let's see if I can dodge those missiles. I actually did manage to dodge them, which is nice. I should reset that swarm, by the way. But where is it? Is it on me? It's not on me anymore, so I can't even reset. Oh, I can reset it. It is on. Oh, it just flew away. It was on me, like until it wasn't. My shield is down already with this thing. All right, so we should be able to destroy it like very quickly now. I have a terrible angle here. Down you go. I knew I was overheating myself here, but I wanted to get it before the panic shield came, before the actual regular shield came out, so I decided to fire my way anyway. Strictly for the new people here. Knew the answer, so Aaron's about a question. Where does one acquire modified Guardian weapons? So modified Guardian weapons are acquired in the Mbuni system, which is this system down here. You need a permit to get into the system, and one of the factions in this system, Azimov Biotech, yeah, this faction here, Azimov Biotech is the faction that grants that permit. So you need to do missions for Azimov Biotech in one of the surrounding systems, or donations, or whatever you fancy, until you get enough reputation with them that they offer you the permit mission to get into Mbuni. Once you are in Mbuni, you need to head to Prospects Deep, which is a planetary port in Mbuni. Let's see where it is. Which I think is also the only port that has, the only planet has a port, so it's got to be this one, I presume. If it decided to load properly. Which it isn't. But anyway, there's a port here called Prospects Deep, and that's the only place in the entire galaxy that sells modified Guardian weapons. Once you're there, you can buy them from a tech broker, noting that unlike regular Guardian weapons, they are not an unlock. It's not like you give them the mats and you can then buy the weapons for credits whenever you want. Unfortunately, they are pay per module. So every one of them that you want, you need to pay the relative mats. So they're very expensive in terms of materials. Yes, I know it's a planetary, but it wasn't working, as you saw from my screen. Me and my girlfriend are watching your stream. She asks, where am I from? I grew up in Italy, but I've been living in the United States for 15 years. So, bit of a combination of Italian and American. Break Elite HUD. I don't know. The Galaxy maps, like, for me, I mean, the planetary port thing always was slow and sometimes didn't work. It's not the first time this happens for me, but there you go. This time it worked. And this is Prospects Deep. Yeah, this is the port you want to go if you want to kind of pick up modified Guardian weapons. Alright, and we're heading back. Well, we should be repairing while we are chatting away. We're almost out of repairs, though. Yeah, it's pretty quick to get the permit. Is that a Clops? I think it's another Clops. Should probably bring my weapons back online if we're gonna do what we're about to do. Oh no, that's Medusa. Forget it, Clops. Spiky Medusa. Alright, this is gonna slow down the fight significantly. I need to decide if I want to stick around. How much ammo do I have? 100 rounds, 125 rounds. I have enough ammo to do it if I wanted to, but I don't have a lot of sinks. But might as well spend a few sinks for the first few hearts of this thing. Alright, let's do it. I think we got an exert. Don't have a visual though. There it is. Gosh, it's spinning like crazy. And now it's kind of like pulsing, so I have to kind of like shoot while protecting myself. got him. But he got me with a pulse because my system capacitor ran out. In order to protect from Thargoid pulses, you have to hold your shutdown field neutralizer, as many of you know on this stream. And it only protects you so long as you have energy in the system, this capacitor. So if you're just protecting from a pulse, you generally want to move pips to sys so that it lasts longer because your capacitor stays charged longer. However, if you're also shooting mod shards at a Medusa, you want to keep your pips in weapon, which is what I did here, which means you don't have a lot of coverage time before your system capacitor runs out and you get shut down, which is just happened here. But because you're in flight assist off, you just drift away and you're not really in any kind of realistic danger. I'm going to empty my clip because I want to start with the full clip. That's why I shot that round of mod shards. If I don't mind exploring, can go out in the black. Yep, that's a good point. Hey, Zia Azevedo, welcome to the stream. The build for my ship. I don't have a link to this specific build. I do have a video on my channel that talks about, I think I call it a cursed build, and I call it the cursed Cytochali. Oh, this is Medusa. Sorry, Medusa is shooting me, so let me shoot the Medusa back in there. But there's a video on my... Oh, it has a shield up still, by the way. I shouldn't be wasting ammo on the shield, so let's use what the Cytos are for. My orbit is stalling, so I'm like boosting to re-establish an orbit here. Or rather to dodge, but the problem is I kind of boosted towards the swarm, which is now missiling me, which is painful. Let me see if I can fly through it and reset it, since it's clearly in missile mode. Alright, I think I reset it by flying through it at this point. I'm going to swing past this Medusa, which is by the way boosting now. It's not actually not boosting because it went 3R, and the shield is down, so we should be ready to engage here. Yeah, so I have a video about the cursed Cytochali, which is very, very similar to what I'm flying here. Although that video is about a version with Gauss, and here I'm using a version with shards. But except for that, they're basically the same ship. Exerted. Next sink. All out sinks. That hard was tanky, man. Alright, let's skedaddle out of here. So now we are all out of heat sinks. I'm a super cheapo, so I generally don't want to synthesize heat sinks, but this time I will because, I mean, otherwise everything else is in good order, so it's like really no reason not to do it. Although, let's see if I have enough repairs for, well, my FMU is also out of ammo. So I'm starting to kind of like run low on, on overall things. So one thing you want to do to make sure is if like you run out of repairs, you kind of turn off the repair module, because if you're repairing something, it turns the module offline. So it's like if you don't have it, which is not good. Did I synthesize heat sinks? Yes. I kind of need to go to a material trader to refill on that stuff, by the way. Let's go back to our Medusa thing. I also don't have enough ammo to kind of do the whole fight with Medusa, so I might see if there's a Clops out there that I can splash instead of a Medusa. There's another Interceptor. I didn't see what it was, so I'm gonna kind of like head towards it. As I really don't want to be synthesized ammunition just by doing kind of random fights. Hey, G-Maras, welcome to the stream. Hardened surface fragments, tactical core ships. You are in between. Hey, Robert, you're in between your Titan break. You didn't miss all that much, to be honest. There's something brewing. Presumably Thursday, there's going to be some announcement of something going down next to Shindes. Is that another Medusa? Am I fighting a double Medusa? Yeah, I'm fighting a double Medusa here. Alright. You know what? Let's go and rearm at this point. Well, do I have enough? I'm kind of back to back, if like having enough ammo to finish that other Medusa. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Maybe I'll get one more heart and see how I feel about it. But I don't want to stick around here for like doing a double Medusa and then a Hydra. Like that would take forever. Quite doable, but again, ooh, too fast, too fast, too fast. And has shields, so not a good setup. Doesn't have shields anymore. All right, let's hit it. Come back here. I'm trying to orbit away from the swarm that is missiling me. I'm too far away though, so my shards don't do a lot of damage, but enough, I guess. I don't know, maybe we will be able to kind of like do something. Let's see if I can reset this swarm. Now I flew too close, so even though I was cold, that gives me a chance to snipe this missile. I love sniping missiles, so let's do it. Boom! It's just so much fun. Well, my favorite things to do in XCCs. What type of Gauss cannons should you get? Well, you should get the regular ones, because Gauss cannons are... the modified versions just suck. They're worse in almost every possible way compared to the regular ones. So for Gauss cannons, the answer is very easy. Just get the regular Gauss cannons. You should get medium and small ones, because that's the two variants that exist. And then that's all you're ever going to need, honestly, as far as Gauss is concerned. Oh, I forgot I have a Citrus Scramble. Let me use that too. The range of Cytos with long range is 2 kilometers. Ooh, wow, that's a very close up Medusa there. Hello. Surprise Medusa! I should also pop a repair limpet while I'm at it. Even though I'm getting shot at left and right, so it might not last very long, but why not? Always be repairing. Malgus has so much ammo, but each ammo does 1/5 of the damage of regular Gauss, so it doesn't really help you. Net, if you include also the damage adjustment, Mod Gauss only has 20% more ammo on a damage adjusted basis. The thing about the Chally is your orbit does stall. Like, it's kind of like, if you're kind of like, why did it run away the moment the shield dropped? I was ready to shoot you. Alright, come back here. There you are. No, look at me. Not at him. At me. Look at me. Now I have to boost to chase it. Alright, let's go hit it. Boost again. Alright, now we're good. It's on me. We got him. Alright, let's see if we can put another repair limpet on, since I got might as well. I don't think I can shoot missiles that are targeting someone else. Oh wow, that was that. What the hell happened there? I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, but there's a lot of missile exploding at the same time. That was very odd. Yeah, modified plasma chargers do great as far as ammo is concerned, which is why they're they're actually the best weapon for Guardian Spires if you know what you're doing, if you're with a good group. Alright, Medusa decided to kind of like remind me that they can shoot me. Boost, so like, again. Boost again, reform my orbit. Even though I'm not shooting it because the shield is still up. If you do boost, you generally want to boost in pairs. Now I have to boost the third time. Or at least try and get myself away from the missiles that the swarm is firing, which I managed to, which is great. How is the swarm like in permanent missile formation? I'm gonna have to like fly through it again to kind of reset again. Alright, shield down. But we're in no position to begin an orbit right now because it's like swinging way too far from me, so it's gonna be out of range in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna put some pips back in system while I'm at it, so when I need it, I'm gonna have it. Alright, and now we're in position to kind of begin an orbit. So we're gonna a little too fast. I'm slowing down a bit. And again, you can see from the control overlay what I'm doing. Pop a heatsink and engage. And obviously it goes to rearm the moment I engage, which is unfortunate. But I did manage to exert it, which is great. I need to boost again. This is so-called jousting, and it's not good. Kind of boosting again to see if we can get back into range. I'm gonna fire all of them at once because I want to take it down. There you go. Last heart. I'm too hot, but hopefully I can cool off before it pulses. Not that it matters, because I can dodge if it pulses, but it might hurt my ego, so I'm trying to avoid it. Mechan is flying, and it's not 2 M2S mod shots. It's there you go. Let's dodge it now. And clear. There's also one of these that I love shooting. Boom, explode. Yeah, no, it's hard. I mean, as much as I like the 2 M2S Gauss crate as a meme, everybody knows that. I cannot recommend small shots because small shots really suck. They're really bad. My side over malfunction, that's so sad. Boost to the right. It's gonna swing past me and then put some pips into web and boost again. Keep boosting, so we kind of like flip around, and then it's gonna get some range on this guy. Oh, it goes to rearm, so we're in a good position. I think we should see the shield drop pretty soon. Ooh, I almost got zapped there. I'm stalling, so I'm boosting again. My side apparently took some damage, huh? It's malfunction left and right. That shield really needs to drop any second now. Kind of boosting to stay away from the swarm. Alright, there you go. Now I'm at a terrible angle to begin an orbit here, so I'm gonna boost again. Get myself out of a stall situation before I do anything like even think about engaging. Which now I am now in a much better position and angle to do it. So I'm going to move down and right, and now I'm going to engage. Now that I'm in a much better position. Forgot to rearm to empty my clip, but it's fine. How? Why is it firing? I'm shooting it still because it's out of hearts, so it's not regenerating. Oh, I have caustic. I should get rid of it. Oops, that was not intended. Should we do it? Should we finish the fight in my favorite way? Let's finish the fight in my favorite way. Come here. Bam! No, he panic shielded. That's annoying. Let's do it this way. Note, don't do what I'm doing. Alright, that was maybe a little bit too bold. Let's see if I survive that missile barrage. Alright, it's 5%. I might survive after all, 4%. And just 260% heat, 3%. Do I have a repair limp? But I do. I might survive after all. I'm impressed. I would not have said so. Cargo hatch malfunction. So it's not repairing, but I think I'm below 150, so hull damage should be limited. Yeah, I'm alive. Alright, and we got repairs too. Amazing. Got 2 MRPs dead out of 3. Weapons completely blasted. Okay. That was a nice way to finish the fight. That was plenty good. Now, I could stay, kind of repair and finish the fight, but that would take a while. So instead, we're kind of like head back to our carrier to repair and rearm. And yes, it was just a scratch. And I agree, the Python with 4... Oh wow, I'm obviously getting too addicted with like 7% hull. Should I fight this? Or no? What do you guys think? What do we got here? We got a duo. Maybe we should not fight it. A duo what? Is that a Medusa? I think, yeah, it's Medusa. Medusa didn't want to let me go, huh? The other one. No, we're not fighting this. I mean, we could, but it wouldn't end well. Thank you, Michael. No, I did not die to a Clops today, I'm sorry. Serta, no. No death on a Clops in stream. That Medusa is a stalker, yeah, it's definitely following me. Talking about gunships, Serta is asking about the 2M 2S crate. So for... Oh, why am I... Did I just jump to the Titan system, which by the way is gonna melt my weapons? I think I did. Why did I do that? Why did you guys let me do that? You're not paying attention. You're not taking care about my navigation. All my weapons are melting. Oh man, look at that. That's right, that is my real name. Which is no secret, by the way, since it's a name I also have linked to my account on Reddit. Which I probably should update at some point for privacy reasons, but I kind of never bothered. I generally kind of assume that like none of anything you do online is anonymous anyway, so like behave less if you were in public is my general rule of thumb. The illusion of privacy on the net. Yes, that was clearly a strategic detour to confuse interceptors on my tail. And Serta is talking about the two. I was just saying before I got distracted by jumping into the wrong system. Serta was saying about the 2 medium, 2 small Gauss crate, which as a meme I tend to recommend. As there was, especially back in the day before update 17, when interceptors didn't just jump out on you. There was a case to be made about using 2 medium and 2 small Gauss on the crate if you were trying to do the 100% Hydras in the hitless, the no-hit Hydra runs that I was doing back in the day. As even though it does so for a very, very small amount, firing 2 medium Gauss on a crate does tend to spike. Although Aaron here on the in the stream chat will probably argue with me that that is not true. But anyway, it was a big debate whether it kind of spikes or doesn't spike, and constantly whether you should use 4 medium Gauss or 2 medium, 2 small Gauss, as I was talking about. But it's kind of a bit of a mood debate anyway, because most of the crates today fly with mod shots anyway. It's rare to see a Gauss crate nowadays in combat zones and alike. Even though a crate is a very capable ship even with Gauss. Alright. Yeah, we are back at base. What should we take out for a spin next? Talking about NPCs, maybe we should take the Plasma Conda. Plasma Conda doesn't do particularly well in combat zones. Although, who knows? Vader's here! Hey, Vader! No, we're just theory crafting, really. We just noticed that kind of like Megaships are routed to jump to V886 Centauri on Thursday. So there's a presumption that something going down, especially considering how reluctant FDIS is to even consider moving Megaships. So what did I want to do? Should we get the Plasma Conda? We might want to get the Plasma Conda. Because the Rail Conda is really not very suited. The creativity is the Rail Conda, and Fortitude is the Plasma Conda. So let's get the Plasma Conda. I don't even know if it's kind of properly set up. I think I have premium ammo on this thing. Do I have premium ammo on this thing? No, I don't. I don't have premium ammo because I keep constantly restocking on top of it, like out of just confusion. Oh, I got a reward for defeating the stuff. Oh, nice. Coordinamic composites. Very nice stuff, actually. Alright, so we have a Plasma Conda. The Plasma Conda is really meant for spires. I have room for 64 limpets, but I don't have a limpet controller installed because I probably put my universal limpet controller on some other ship. Oh, I know what ship I put it on. I put it on my Clipper, which I use for graveyard scavenging. So that's why I don't have it on this ship, which means I probably need to swap to a Clipper if it's there. One thing you never understood, why does every XSF commander have like 10 ships? If you look at the sheet, I still only have the one, the XSS Spartan. Well, it's up to you really. I mean, for one, you don't have to register all your ships on the Xenostrike Force registrar. You only have to register ships that you want to use for XSF operations and that consequently you want to keep. Why do I have a vehicle hangar on this ship? And a fighter hangar. The hell? Why? What the hell was I doing with the ship last time I used it? I'd probably kind of flip it anyway, because the vehicle hangar is useful if I'm doing Expire stuff and I want to take the Banshees down and I have like something to rearm while I'm on the ground. But the fighter hangar, what the hell was I doing with the fighter hangar? Which? The Taipans, by the way. Am I as like going to Titan space with these things? Mysteries. Anyway, we're definitely kind of replacing that with like something of more practical use. Multi-Olympus controllers. But as I mentioned, I don't have a universal Olympic controller because I think that's on the Clipper. So let's go and scavenge it from the scavenger. The Clipper is my graveyard scavenger. And it is getting scavenged. By the way, look at how beautiful the Clipper is in Midnight Black. I mean, sorry, in Void Black. Like, I'm just gonna let you admire the beauty of the ship. Anyone who says otherwise does not understand anything about anything. It's just stunning. Look at it. I know it's supposed to be white, but it's so much nicer in black. Beautiful, beautiful ship. And if only this ship had decent weapon convergence, it would be like by far my favorite. But alas, it has awful convergence. So it is not. Alright. Now back to the plasma conda. It's void black. I don't know if I have it on the conda too. I don't remember if I purchased void black on the conda. See, Tomcat, as I mentioned, you don't understand anything. You cannot possibly have seen better. This is also void black, but void black on the conda doesn't actually look that good. I mean, I use it because it's like one of the free XSF approved uniforms. The other ones being midnight black. But honestly, for non-XSF operations, like we're flying on something else, like Iridescent Scorch is one of the nicest ones, especially in I like Anaconda with bright pink in nighttime. It looks pretty fancy. But I actually don't mind the rusted outlook of the ship. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. Like, let's give it a rusted ship kit with rusted awards ship kit. If we do that, like we'll put decal for like Titan awards as well. Alright, now we should be able to kit limpets, I think. Because we have the ULC. Need to set my fire groups. Midnight Black is also beautiful. I mean, Midnight Black has this matte coloring, whereas Void Black has this like purple undertone, especially on the rear of a ship. And I think Midnight Black looks better on some ships. Like, for example, I think Midnight Black looks better on the Crate. Personal opinion. Void Black looks better on kind of the Imperial ships like the Clipper, in my opinion. Award kit for Wakanda. Well, let's look at the website. xenostrikeforce.com. Let me see if I can pull it up on stream while I'm at it. I think I should be able to. Window capture. There we are. I think it's pulled up the Xenostrike Force thing. We have the Titan Rewards infographic, and here it is. Haddad. Anaconda was the reward for Titan Haddad, number 4. And with that, we can remove the window capture and go back to us. All right, so did we get our limpets? So we got our limpets, we got our plasmas, we got... This thing has Cytos, but I don't remember... No, I put... What the hell? This thing had Cytos, but... Oh, I know what happened here. I removed the Cytos because I was using the Cytos on the Clipper and I couldn't be bothered to kind of flip them out. But I probably should see what I have here, because like one is the thermal vent. They're both thermal vent. One is gimbaled and one is turreted. I mean, this is a super weird setup. It'll do. It'll do. It's fine. They'll cool. Let's see what we can go and do with a ship. Noting that, again, it's not really meant to be used in anti-xeno combat zones. It's actually a very bad idea to use it in the combat zone, but let's see. Let's see how it handles. It's exceptionally good against hunters. That it is very good at. But I think it's too heavy to fly straight to there. I actually need to refuel. Why do I need to refuel? There's no way I need to refuel. Oh, I know why. Because I... Oh, never mind. I got the wrong ship. This is the rail conda I just pulled out. Oh, man. I'm clearly very confused. Yeah, this is a fuel rail conda. Which now looks like a Thargoid. Oh, man. This is great in a group, but you need to bring some friends if you want to shoot anything with this thing. Because it can't destroy interceptors on its own, but it will absolutely wreck their shields in like no time. Yeah, the railcon is really fun. It's amazing in combat zones, in regular combat zone, not the anti-xeno ones like the human ones. It just destroys everything from 6 kilometers away, and it's got infinite ammo, so it's like incredibly cool. A spaceship with a typewriter. Does this... Yes, I am flying a spaceship with a typewriter. I think I've gotten pretty decent at doing that, by the way. Typewriter and a mouse. I don't know what you would call a mouse and typewriter equivalent, but typewriter and optical sliding device. Something like that. Mouse and keyboard. Six NPC, that is a meme. Well, just wait until you see the 6 NPC that. But I kind of probably should. Oh gosh, what did I put on? Did I put my 7 ULC on this thing now? I should buy more of those Universal Olympic controllers, by the way. They're handy. Now, if only we didn't have a 120 stupid module limit, like, that kind of like boggles my mind as to why we still have it, but it is what it is. Your skill issue restrict when you can use it. Like, did you? Which one did you build block to? At the plasma conda or the rail conda, or the slug rail conda? Alright, split. The rail conda. Yeah, well, the rail conda, I mean, see, I have 2 of them. What the heck? So that ship already had one. Oh, man. I'm clearly very confused. Alright, so caustic, heatsink, TPN, scanner. Alright, this is fine. This is all fine. Oh, this has Cytos. I'm truly... And these has Cytos with inertial impact. What a weird choice. Whatever. Fine. 60th birthday next week. Oh, happy birthday. It's a big one. But yes, the build does restrict you, and thank you, Fleming, for reminding me about limpets, which I got them. They carried over from the other ship. That's, I think, what happened. Alright, now we have a plasma conda that actually can leave the dock while being able to go places. Now the question is, where do we go? Is it still is the place I was to go still 2 jumps away? It is still 2 jumps away, so let's see if there's a closer one. Let's see if Sugalis is in range. Sugalis is still 2 jumps away. No, Sugalis is 1 jump away. Alright, let's head to Sugalis. Gladly pay $5-10 a month for Elite VIP access, which will give you more materials cap and more global module space. I agree, and honestly, if they gave me 5 times the module space, I would tell them to shut up and take my money, because it is really that kind of frustrating. It is, yeah, it would kind of be annoying. I agree with Aaron as to putting kind of like my microtransaction on that, but I would still give him my money, to be honest. I have to confess, I totally would. Yeah, T10, Type 10s are the ships I have the most of in the game, precisely for that reason. They're like module storage left and right. So, by the way, I did not convert this to look like a Thargoid, so this is going to be the Void Black version of the Anaconda and not the Xenocombat Zone. Now, the one thing the ship truly excels at, though, is at just splashing scouts. Also, why do I have capacity? Did I take... I might have... Let's put this on 4. Caustic sinks should not be up there. Neither should heat sinks. Bring these back online. I have 3 FMUs which are offline. Put this one on 5. These on 4. And now we're good. I don't think we're going to need a hangar nor a cargo hatch. So we're good. Alright. So let's sign up for the fight. And let's show what these guys can do. These are all pretty far. Show me a scout that's closer. It's pretty close. The thing about NPCs though is their range is very, very limited. Like their fall off is only 1 kilometer, so you gotta be pretty close to use them. But like when you are in range, they become absolutely murderous. But again, you have to actually be able to get in range. Boom. They are murderous when they do hit. Boom. One-shotting scouts is kind of pretty rewarding. Now the problem with this build is that if you fire at a maximum power, it will panic shield Cyclops in 1 shot. But if the NPCs are firing on the Clops, I might be able to give a Clops with this ship alone. I don't know. We'll see. We're about to find out, because like interceptors are jumping in right now. That's a Clops. You can see by the fact that it has 4 bars underneath the icon of the guy itself. So it's now going to see if we can get it down to like close to 80%, close to an insert, and then see if I can land a shot and see if I can kill it that way. But I need help from my friendly NPCs here to do that. Come on, guys. Oh, they got shut down? Is that what happened? So if I fire from this range, I should exert it without... Oh, they're shooting on it now, so let me move in. Now I kind of like exerted it hard, so I can't do it anymore. Oof, forgot this is not a challenger. As far as maneuverability is concerned. Gosh, this feels heavy to fly. Bam! Oof, missed. Stop flipping around! Let's see, and now I panic shielded it. Now, the good thing about panic shielding it is 2 shots and the panic shield is gone. So, at least there's that. Now I'm waiting for the NPCs to finish it off. Boom. Let's see if I can kill it. I think I can. I got him. Oof. Let's put some pips and sys. Get my biwees to recharge. Or at least pretend to recharge a little bit. Oh, I probably should do a reboot. Kind of see if I can get my shields back to 50% or so. No, they're charging fast enough. That'll be okay. Alright, let's splash this guy. I think I have to take down the first heart though, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to do that. Look at me. Look at me. I don't want to just fire liberally, because otherwise it's just going to panic shield and kind of defeat. There we go, we got him. Again. Yeah, I was too far away. Like, the fall of range just completely destroyed everything. But it's going to zap me now, which is going to kill my shield, but it's going to let me probably kill him, so it's a good trade. Oh, it panic shielded again. Never mind. Too bad. That's the reason why this is like so hard to use. It's like it disabled my power distributor, so like now it's not charging my weapons. That's very annoying. Look at me. Look at me. Alright, see if I can kill it now. Nah, almost to the 5%. Take that shield down. Now, kill it. Oh, you need to assist in my system, charge in my system, I need amount of energy. My power distributor is screaming, saying, "Forget it, please." There you go. Down it goes. Now let's recharge some of our system capacity. Let's also repair somewhat. Like, we probably should map our repair input controller to something here. That's this should be a repair. There we go. Shields are back online, so there's that. Flight assist is back on. Slow down. We're going too fast to control anything. Yeah, I know. It's the smarter way to do it is to do exactly what Aaron is saying, to kind of like set up a fire group with only 2 NPCs that you can use to fight Clops. But what's the fun in that? Right. The fun is in splashing, trying to kind of splash the Clops, right, with like one shot when you can. Probably there's nothing around here. It's all dead. Something down here. There's a scout, which is about to have a very bad day. I'm sad I didn't one-shot that one. I know, right? Having fun in a video game sounds too like really crazy. Hey, VR Jetty. I don't need to pop out caustic sink. I have 3 of them, and they're on the fire in the same fire group. They just keep filling up. I pop them when all 3 of them are full. That is a Clops jumping in. Ooh, nice. Alright, we got our bike completely restored. And we have the ability to repair MRPs since we are behind the shield. Might as well use it. With 3 AFMUs, the repairs are crazy fast. Alright, and we dodged that one. Let's get ready. We have a decent shot at it, but we're too far away. Oof, almost killed, but we had to turn around, so. Zap me again, zap me again, zap me again. Thank you. Like, if it's zapping you, it will not re-shield usually, so I actually wanted it to zap me for that reason. Come on, give me some energy here, give me some energy. Boom! Down it goes. See? That's more fun than putting just 2 plasma chargers to fight Clops. This guy splash them like this. Bam! It's a lot more fun. Ship really is not designed for fighting in combat zones. But whatever. So long as it's only Clops, it kind of goes pretty fast. Oh, I think the ship does fine also against Basilisks and Medusas. It really doesn't like Hydras though. Ramming is an option too. Like, this ship rams really nicely. Although, among the large ships, it actually is the worst of the rammers, I want to say. Or at least of the big 3. That's because it's very, very light. Like, Conda is actually made of some kind of unobtainium type of composite. It's a wave of chieftain. Like, people don't realize it, but, like, the Conda is like 800 tons. It's pretty much the same weight as a chieftain, which you just can't fathom if you look at the 2 ships that they actually weigh the same. Oh, I like Hydras too, just not Anaconda. Right. Boom. I like how scouts explode immediately if you cannot do an overkill on them. If you do so much damage, they just blow up instantly. Frame shift anomaly detected. Something's coming in. Interceptor. Clops. So now, since it's spawning, I might be able to kill it on spawn. Because on spawn, it will kind of... I need to slow down and be exactly at 1 kilometer and get 2 shots, one after the other. I'm also going to move so that it spawns right in my face and it comes closer to me. But I need to slow down. Like, no. I'm too far away to kill it. I got him. See? See? Who said you needed to just use 2 plasma charges to go deal with Clops? This is how you deal with Clops in combat zones. I'm telling you. Boom! Yeah. Hydra's panic shielding with 8 hearts means you're in a really, really, really sad instance. With people that are really having a hard time. Was there stuff I need to repair? I don't really need to repair my weapons, but might as well. Just see how fast they repair with like 3 FMUs. It's like crazy how fast they go. And that's not with AFMU premium ammo. If you had AFMU premium ammo, it would like be twice that fast. You're shooting me? Okay, I'm shooting you then. Shooting me? I'm shooting you. Ooh, you're about to have a bad day. There's an interceptor coming in. I'm too far away to hit it on spawn though. I'll try boosting, see if I can get there, but I doubt it. Oh, but I have friends helping me here, so I might be able to actually. I'm gonna bounce back though, which is annoying, so I have to boost again. Come on, spawn, spawn, spawn. It's coming. I might be able to hit it. I got it. But then I got bonked away, so... I'm out of energy. I'm gonna pop a heat sink, mostly for the recharge rather than the heat. At this point I'm gonna go for the heart though, not for a kill. Also, I would love it if it actually looked at me so I could actually see it. There it is. Did I get it? I did get it. Oof. Alright, let's do this. Stab me again. You go do just that. See how it ends for you. I don't think I killed it. Did I kill it? No, I didn't. Close, but no dice. Put some shield energy in there. This is, I don't know if I would call the NPC cone a cope cone. That's usually reserved for like the shard version. This is actually a legit build for use at spires. Not so much in combat zones, but definitely worth it to use the spires. Could I take down NPCs with a ship for old time's sake? Last time I did it, I got into real trouble, so no, I'm not doing it again. Ah! Alright, let's see if we need to get some repairs in here. Sort of. Otherwise, we're generally fine. Let's recharge our shields, because we want shields to be charged. Oh, there's an interceptor there. What we got? That's Clops. Another Clops. Nice. Let's go get it. Oh, it was just exerted too late. Alright. Charge. See if we can actually get an angle on that heart, which we would have if it kind of didn't turn around like that. Wow, that swarm is doing a number on me. Or is it a scout? Got him. Come on, NPCs. Fire, fire, fire. We got him. That was close, but we got him. Note how inertial impact cytos are useless at this range. Look at the spread of these weapons. The scatter, not scatter, what is it called? Jitter. Jitter is the word I was going for. Cthulhu modified. Regular ones are trash, I agree. These are modified plasma charges, yes. You can tell primarily from the shot speed. Like, the shot speed of a regular plasma charges is much, much slower. Like, you can kind of see the shot going to the target. There's this, like, mod plasmas have a shot speed that's so high that it's almost instant. Panic shields are shields that trigger on Thargoids in certain circumstances. Like, if you do too much damage to the hull while the heart is exerted, it will trigger a shield as a panic response, which is undesirable. It's something you see also when you're kind of fighting with a lot of people who don't know how to fight Thargoids. You see a lot of people just shooting away at the Thargoid, which then keeps panic shielding again and again and again, which is kind of lame. It's like one of the hallmarks of what I was referring to when I was talking about a sad instance. That's one of the things I meant. I agree. I mean, even if we could engineer, yeah, modified plasma charge was really good. Mod plasmas, mod charge, original Gauss are the general are the go-to weapons, yes, for antiques in the combat. It's an insider, I think. Yeah. Let me incite you to go back to where you came from. There you go. You be incited. something's spawning. There's an interceptor spawning. Probably relatively close, so I might be able to get to it on spawn. Let's have our Clops. It's Clops day. Let's go get it. Let's see if I can get him to spawn. I'll be almost there. No, too far. Clear. Obviously now is the time my weapons decide to reload. Wow. Yeah, zap me away. And down you go with that part. And down you go overall as soon as my weapons will charge. No! Ooh, I had to release because the shield was charging, but I didn't manage to take it down. Oh well. Taking a beating here. Die. I was undecided where I want to take the heart, but I was like, nah, it's hull is low enough. Let's take it down the whole interceptor. Another interceptor on the field. Kind of taking a bit of a beating here, so I probably should kind of repair at least a little bit. Where is it? And what is it? It's another Clops. Like, Clops all day long. You can tighten bobbing on Anaconda, but why would you? I think is the question. It's too slow. Kind of like, it's a pain to get there. You constantly interdicted, which means you're constantly gonna have a hard time constantly escaping interdictions. Yeah, you can tighten bomb in anything you want. But there are some ships that are just naturally better at it than others, and the Conda is not on the good ships list for that purpose. Alright, come here. Uh-oh. Panic shield. See, that's what you don't want to do, like what I just did here. And then again and again and again. Oof! I was trying to kill it with 2 shots, but I didn't match. And now you're constantly panic shielding it again and again and again. That's kind of dumb. Don't do this. Oof. Now I'm gonna take the heart because I'm tired of constantly panic shielding it. I got him. I also panic shielded while taking the heart. It's got a lot of guns on it, so I might try to take it down now. Yeah, I'll try to take it down. Down. Woo! Now there's a lot of scats around here. Kind of almost done the entire thing, by the way. Like, see, that's the thing, is you don't really care about regenerators with a ship because you're like, regenerate this. Boom. Yeah, small NPCs, and I mean, small NPCs I like because small NPCs have a purpose on the hauler in particular. Something's jumping in. What is jumping in? Oh, we getting the Hydras? I think so. Alright. Well, I think now it's time to skedaddle, probably, because like fighting Hydras in this thing. Do I really want to fight Hydras in this thing? No, I don't really want to fight Hydras. There's 1 or 2 Hydras in immediate combat zone. There's one Hydra. Maybe we'll start the fight. I don't think I have time to do the fight anyway. But we can start the fight. Weapons are back online. Pulse is pulsing. And we're clear. I'm at 50% hull, so I should also not start the fight now, but whatever. Let's just do a first heart and see how it goes. Weapons charge. Note how I'm pre-charging, which means I'm charging my second shot from a distance. Should get a pop heatsink at this point. Also boost, so I can get there before night falls. Ooh, oh, that's not good. Alright, exert. I'll have to take that heart down. Ah, look at me. Oof. I'm getting blasted. I think I have to re-exert. No, the heart's still out. Oof, this ship is hard to control. Where are you, heart? We probably kind of need to get our shield back up, or we're gonna have a rough day here. Alright, shield is back up. Oh, they exerted it for me. Thank you, NPCs. Oh, I don't have a D this scan, so I don't know how the heart is doing out there. Taking a few hits, so hopefully that heart should go down relatively soon. That was a direct hit. Alright, went back in. Alright, Hydra, I think you win this fight. Re-exert it. Come on, at least give me one heart. That was another direct hit. Come on, how many hits do I need to land on this thing? Okay, we got him. Okay, that's good enough for me. Good enough for today. Whew. Alright, where's my carrier again? Down there. Yeah, when there's a lot of people firing NPCs and just doing weird special effects, like Elite does happen to kind of break or do weird things. Now, where is my carrier again? It's like parked in the cheap extended range option. Good night, Mechan. Thanks. Did I say good night, Mechan? I mean, good night, Aaron. Thank you for joining. Mechan. Appreciate it. Alright, it's 1 second here. What's going on? Any thoughts on the modified Gauss? It's terrible, is my short thought. Don't use it. It's really bad. Modified shards, very good. Especially the medium ones are maybe the best weapons in the game. Medium plasmas are the ones you saw me using here. They're pretty good. They're not as easy to use and not as straightforward, but they're pretty good. Gauss is great. And if you're learning, it's probably the best weapon to start with. It's also the easiest to access and the least grind intensive of them all. So it's a great place to start, and the reason we recommend using that one to start. Modified Gauss is just terrible. Don't use it. Alright, let's land with our amazing 10%, huh? And this is why we have shields, by the way. Bonk. Great way to break. $200,000 credits for repairs. Is that a 100,000 unlikely stock? Man, this stuff is expensive. Alright. Fine. $12 weapon blueprints, Joe. Wow. That's a lot of weapon blueprints. I have a lot of combat bonds that eventually I will take the time to double at 16 billion. It's kind of worth it. Like the time to like power play the way back to 12 bonds. Someone is doing AX combat operations in Humarala, I think. The question is who. But you can figure out who is doing it. Again, let's see if I can pull this up and show you. This is Deco. This is the combat operation that you're talking about, I presume. There should be active operations that tells you who's doing what. So this Humarala is an active combat operation of the Exiles, EXLE, which is a group I actually am not familiar with. So I can't really tell you what they're doing or who to refer to for that. But anyway, that's how you check like who it is that is doing what. Go back. Yeah, 2.5 billion including fleet. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Like, before bond doubling, if you go fight in an invasion with AX missions, which by the way you need to do on a Thursday or Friday because they're all cleared by the time Friday rolls around. Again, we're looking at Deco, so might as well pull it back up for a moment. I'll show you. So this is Deco. Like here, if you look under systems, you have different states, right? Alert and vision controlled. Raijin and Cuchillo are the ones that are left. Taranis also has some systems of their own control, so this is not going to apply. And each week you get 6 invasions and 2 alerts. Like the invasion ones are the ones that are particularly meaningful, and this cycles every Thursday morning. So if you come here and you select only invasion, and in this case I'm gonna unclick hide completed systems because all of these 6 are being completed. Like these 6 systems are the ones that are gonna be in invasion. If you go to these systems, the ports here are gonna be giving out AX combat missions. And in particular, there's a common mission that is to kill 2 Hydras, which are the 2 Hydras that spawn at the end of each cycle, which is a 62 million shareable wing mission, which means that if you're in a wing of 4 and you share that mission, each Hydra, before the bond award and before the CG award, is worth 250 million, give or take a few million. So 250 million for the 2 Hydras. So each is worth 125. I kind of misspoke there, but generally, like the 2 of them are worth 250, plus the 120 in bonds, plus the, I think it's another 50 for completing the combat zone. Like the Hydras alone are worth like $500 million. And between the Hydras and the rest of the bonds and the rest of the missions on the bonds, you can generally do $1 billion an hour in mission and combat bonds. And that is before the bond doubling effect that you can get by being pledged to Hudson or Arissa Lavigny or I'm trying to remember who, someone in the Alliance also allows you to do bond doubling. I think it might be Pranavantal, but I might be misremembering who it is in the Alliance or independent systems. So yeah, that is like where you want to be on Thursday if you want to make money. It's one of these invasion systems with missions, ideally in a group, because in a group you make a lot more money, and that's generally what you would want to do if you want to make money in Elite today. Do you think those offers will still be in Power Play 2.0? Who knows? I think what Power Play will bring is anybody's guess. My hunch is, I always go by the rule of lazy. So my hunch is not much is going to change other than some nice cosmetic banners and stations, and the fact that whoever did the most merits gets a nice feature in a monthly leaderboard, which people are going to care about for exactly 1 month and then forget it even exists, is my view. Because like Inara has that, and who cares about Inara? It's not like the in-game of who has the most merits. It's also not a skill-based thing in many cases, especially if you're allowed to do power play in private groups and in solo. Then it's just a competition on who has most time on their hands. That's not a competition on who's the better commander or who's the better pilot. So yeah, I personally kind of could care less about those leaderboards. And unless they fundamentally change power play, I have very low expectations for whatever it is that they're going to do. You suggest doubling bonds before Power Play 2.0 becomes official? Yeah, that's a wise thing to do, noting that nobody knows when Power Play is coming. So right now it's like no hurry to do that whatsoever. Yeah, and you can ask questions on the forum, but my hunch, if front development goes by the pattern that they're used to, is I doubt they're going to be answering questions before they officially make any kind of formal announcement. All right, let's get Bowie, the Universal Olympic Controller, back on the clipper before I forget to do it. This is a Type 8. I was killing a Hydra in, which is the only thing I did with a Type 8. I probably should find a use for this ship because it's kind of decent at certain things, but I also want to buy a second Python Mark II. This is in a bomber configuration with large shards and premium ammo, so I don't want to touch this. But I do want to make a version of the Python Mark II with pacifiers. I think that would be fun, like in PvE and the like. Anyway, I was pulling out my clipper to put the scavenged piece back in. Oh yeah, I mean, they said they would gather questions on the forum and then use that as input for Power Play 2.0. So we'll see how it plays out. Again, my expectations for Power Play 2.0 are very low, but I generally prefer to have low expectations and then be positively surprised than the opposite. So take my expectations for what they are worth, which is very little. Oh wait, did we? What's our Olympus situation? 0. Carrier is fully fueled. I probably should get myself close to Centauri, right? Since clearly something's gonna go down over there, but I don't think there's any spot available in the system. Like, let's see if I can jump the carrier there at this point, but I doubt it. Yeah, no free slots. There's no jumping in there. It's probably jumping around there, but you can always jump around there at some other point. So the front developments figure out why those shared Hydra missions don't update. So I'm generally familiar with that, and it has to do with the fact that 1 kill will count for 1 mission for 1 faction. So if, for example, you have 4 Hydra missions and they're all from the same faction, then only 1 of them will update when you kill a Hydra. However, if those 4 missions are from 4 different factions, then when you kill a Hydra, all 4 of them will update. So that's something to keep in mind. When you pick up missions, you need to pay attention to the faction you're picking it up from, because otherwise they're not all going to update if they're from the same faction. So it is desirable to pick missions from different factions for that reason. Carriers get kicked out of the system on first there is that. Possibly, I mean, if the system goes to occupied or even alert, they would be kicked out. At least that's generally the rule. Unless, as Grim found out, if you are jumping a carrier into the system over the period of the server tick, then you can manage to get in. So let's say the server tick is at your midnight local time. Let's say that the carrier jump time has gotten to be a little longer, so it's like an hour or 2 at that point in time. If you jump at the 11:30 p.m., so that the time of the time of a jump goes through the downtime, your carrier would actually show up in the occupied system when the servers come back online, which is a neat trick. But it's kind of hard. Like, at least for me, it would be in the blank middle of the night, so I'm not motivated enough to do that. But some people are. So for them, like, whoa, BlogTwad, thank you for supporting me and the channel. Like, much appreciated. Like, subscriber number 2. Congratulations. Very exciting. Yeah, 10 minutes prior is the safest bet. I agree. Yeah, and then if you do get kicked out, you can be kicked out to kind of completely random places. I'm not sure how it actually works when you do get kicked out. I did manage to get my carrier stuck in a occupied system once. That was when they God-handed the Spire sites back to controlled because we cleared them too fast. At some point over a weekly tick, they suddenly decided this is magically going back to controlled because they said so without any communication or anything. That was the old Frontier developments before all the layoffs and organizational changes, with whoever running game, I think, didn't particularly care. And a few carriers were left in orbit, including mine and Grim's. And it was fun. Like, we had interceptors all around our carriers. which, by the way, behave in a super weird way. If your carry is in an occupied system, basically interceptors show up and the swarms are automatically in enraged missile mode. So you're kind of flying around your carrier with like swarms that are going crazy missile on you from left and right. They hurt. I can promise you, even if it's just Cyclops swarms, Cyclops suicide swarms will hurt. So you gotta be there jumping and dodging swarms left and right if you're fighting around a carrier. But it's fun though. Your carrier was in predicted invasion last 2 weeks, but you were on in an invasion system, not in an occupied system, right? I don't think there's a way. I'm trying to think if there is any way to get into an occupied system now, because I don't think so, because now the system needs to be in alert or invasion to even be going to occupied, and we've been clearing all alert and invasion systems consistently every week. So even that wouldn't be a status change that would apply. So I actually don't know if there is any way to get into an occupied system that I know of. But who knows? Maybe like systems will change to occupied at the Farks Day tick on Thursday, and all the carriers there will be in occupied territory if that happens. But again, we shall see. Hard to tell. All right, 1 second. Let me answer a text message. All right, so I might actually want to restock. There are a few things I wanted to do. I wanted to restock my carrier, which is constantly out of outfitting materials when it comes to anti-casino stuff, because people buy it, which is good, means it's useful. By the way, I have no markup on the carrier, so like I make no money on any of this stuff. But I do need to restock every now and then because there's people buy all of it. But before that, I do need to go and actually trade at the materials trader for. So let's get a taxi. I have to say my favorite taxi recently has been the Dolphin. Like I used to use the Asp Explorer first as my first taxi, and then I switched to the Crate Phantom as my second taxi. But recently, I just love the Dolphin as a taxi, primarily because you can scoop and charge your FSD without overheating, which actually I feel saves a bunch of time. Not to mention it looks sleek. Alright, so let's actually pull up on where the closest material trader is. I'm going to Inara to kind of like figure that out. Alright, let's get out of here, pull up the star map while Inara is telling me where to go. You'd imagine that you wouldn't have to rely on out of game tool to figure out where to go, but this is what we got. So manufactured is manufactured where I want to go. Joggle Russian City. Yeah. That one's Loot Terminal in Atori. Let's go here. Okay. Conda Taxi, I mean, if you're going, I guess, really long distances on a Conda Taxi kind of makes sense. But if you're jumping within the bubble, I find the maneuverability and speed of small and medium ships to be preferable to the Conda. Also, the Conda's handling in Super Cruise is just awful. So, like, trying to avoid that. This is where we're going. Yeah, the Dolphin is such a great taxi. Like, I absolutely love it. And it's also my exobiology ship because it can land pretty much anywhere. Like, this thing can, you know, even if it's like a pointy mountain with rocks, this ship will find a way to land on an incline at like a 60-degree slope. It's kind of crazy. Right. Let's actually speed up and use the Super Cruise Assist trick to kind of like drop in faster because reasons. Alright, there we go. I mean, the Eagle is a lot of fun to fly around. I wholeheartedly agree, noting that the jump range of the Eagle really isn't that remarkable. So, you also have no ability to carry cargo and, like, fit anything. You might ask, why do you have advanced missile racks on your taxi? Like, it's a good question. It's a story for another day. There is a reason, but it is a story for another day. It has something to do with revenants, just in case you're wondering. If you can see if you can guess what it is, but it has something to do with revenants. Yeah, I'm out of landing because I can look at the chat and kind of interact while kind of like, I love out of land. I wish this was integrated in all ships, to be honest. Like, I feel the fact that it has to be like a dedicated module to be so annoying. But it is what it is. I don't mind landing even if I off, but still. Like. Alright, so what we're doing. Material trader. That's why we're here, right? Chemical storage units. This is pharmaceutical area. Let's convert some of this stuff. Since now we can like get everything from everything. This is the thing that we need to fill up on. Basically, the reason I am so empty is because I was doing bombing runs and videos about bombing runs, and the bombers I use are very intense regarding heatsink synthesis while in Titan space, and that's why you see these being basically so overconsumed. That's a word. So we're afraid overconsumed a word. Not sure it is, but while we're at it, kind of like fill them up a little bit. Okay. I know this is probably not the most efficient way to trade materials, but what if? It's good enough. Best way to remove banshees from spire sites. Well, the best way, I mean, if you ask the easiest way is to bring a ship with serious missile racks and just bomb them to dust from space, from the air. That is the easiest way to remove them. Like, I'm gonna time out, so unfortunately I can't show you, but maybe on the next stream I can take them for a spin and show you how that would work. That is by far the easiest way to do that. Otherwise, doing it on foot is an option. I find personally that going on foot with a Dominator suit is easier than trying to do it with a Scorpion. I find a Scorpion to be extremely fragile against Banshees, so I prefer not to use a Scorpion against Banshees for that reason. And rather, if I'm taking on Banshees on foot, I will do it with I would do it just with my Dominator suit. And with my Intimidator shotgun as the weapon of choice against Banshees. Wow, I am almost out of focus crystals. That's also has something to do with the synthesis of like... this one I want to actually get to 20 because reasons. Wow. I actually was running lower on materials than I thought I was going to be. Significantly lower, actually. These I probably shouldn't convert because these spawn in pairs between proto-light alloys and proto-radical alloys. This one I'm going to leave like this. Everything else is done. It's good. I should also visit our raw materials trader while I'm at it because, like, I'm clearly out of everything here. I'll do that while I set course. And with that, folks, I am timing out, guys. But thank you for joining the stream. I hope you had a good time. And glory to mankind. Come out of Mechan. Over and out.